you're in school, right, and the altercation ensues, it's the same thing as if you're at a school event, right? If you're at a football game, if you're at a baseball game, if you're at a track meet, it's a school event. There's other school children there. You don't encourage your children to use deadly force after a push. You do not. No insane parent, no sane parent would think that that was okay. So you can say simpleton and everything that you want to say. Your submission makes me feel that you're very stupid.
So here's another thing. After that push
I'll go in one more time. I'll go after you. This time I'm definitely going after Nathan.
So
go ahead,
I'm
Nathan.
gonna put a qualifier right here, right? At a school, at a public event, well, everybody don't have to do background. It's a public event. If somebody pushes you in the state of Texas, you can get locked up in jail immediately and stay in jail for 1 year in jail just by pushing somebody, right, in a violent way that causes harm. That's 1 year in prison, right off the rip. That you already you committed a crime, a violent crime. Now, if you're about to do it again, that person have every right to believe that because you already committed a violent crime against them, underneath the law of Texas of 1 year and a $10,000 fine in the state of Texas, and you're about to approach and do it again, they do have that right to use whatever force available to stop you from doing it again. Now, here's the kicker. If you push that person and you turn around and you walk away, you're disengaged. They can't shoot you in the back. They have revenge. But if you're about to do it again, they have all the right to use deadly force.
Obviously,
in the state of Texas.
Got 35 years
many times. But the juries get it wrong all the time in America and across the world. So go ahead, Pierre.
Nah, they got it right. Go ahead, Pierre.
So, as I was saying, if you are not a champion of peace, not get to choose the method by which violence is administered. Once you decide you want to create violence and put your hands on someone, at that point, like I told y'all before, I applied to the police force, right? At that point, your life is in danger. We do not know what that next blow is going to be. We don't know if it's going to be a blow to the head. We don't know if it's going to be a blow to the throat and do something where your breathing is impaired. We don't know what the next thing is. What we do know is that this gentleman has a reputation for violence to the point to where he had even broken his own father's arm. So that says to me, right? If I don't want to die, because I would rather my child be in a box with bars than a box with it under the ground. Because the whole point of every day that you go outside is to be able to go home. Right? So
that's not the point of going outside. You just said fuck around and find out.
To his parents through bars. But unfortunately, Austin Metcalf need a fucking Ouija board to talk to his parents. The whole goal is to be able to go home. And that starts with you keeping your damn hands to yourself. What happens after that is nothing. So whether or not my child decides that he's going to make sure that this guy has no opportunity to hit him again, if he's going to use a knife, which he told him, look, you don't touch me. You don't touch me. But he did it anyway. And whether it was because of the fact that he's a 17-year-old boy, because he's using his white privilege and he feels like he can touch anybody or anything that he wants, man or woman, in any way that he wants, unfortunately, now he is in a fucking box. Period. And I don't know why we keep on arguing the fact of what the force that Carmelo used, and we keep on leaving alone the force that Austin used that started all this bullshit. Sit down, shut your mouth, Talk to your friends. Mind your own fucking business, like that man said earlier. On period. I don't know why these black Sambos keep on advocating for the white boy when he was clearly in the wrong. I don't get it.
We thank you. We thank you, dear. I love everything you said.
I have to say that in this particular instance, I don't see this one the way that you do. I just don't think this one. Now, the one where the sister was in the parking lot at Walmart and she discharged weapon to the white man's abdomen, I think that was one that we could stand on. The Carmelo, I feel like that one, because of the way that it all went down and transpired, I feel like he had an opportunity if he needed to vacate the situation. I don't think the knife was necessary. Stabbing in the chest was excessive, and I also feel like the parents mishandled the $500,000 that was given for his defense. I think they mishandled that money, and they were more concerned with other things that had to do with their life as far as living space, and father just didn't feel like going back to work, and I think they misspent money, and that should have been put on a proper attorney. I believe if he had an attorney, he probably would have ended up with like maybe 10 years, but they brought the wrong white man in. They brought somebody who aligned directly with the prosecution, and they worked together to lynch him, pretty much. And I don't agree with that one as much as I do the sister shooting the Anglo-Saxon in the abdomen. I land.
I think. Hey, look. I think this though. I think the only reason we shocked by. Hey, I've been waiting for like 5-10 minutes. You can go look at the comments, all that.
Like I said, go ahead, Oski.
Right on, bro. But look, I think the only reason we really shocked by the Carmelo Anthony shit is because of the environment it happened in. Like, I understand all black people don't come from the ghetto, or we don't walk in a certain type of walks as the same communities. But in the community that I grew up in, I was a cool kid. You get what I'm saying? I used to hoop, play basketball, and all this shit. My old dude or my mama didn't have to tell me to take a knife to school. I already was taking a knife to school in middle school, because by the time we was going to the 9th grade, and the 10th graders football games, it was guys carrying guns who was 16 when I was in school. So I think y'all only saying that because of the environment that it happened in. You damn right I took a knife to school when I was 15 years old. I didn't have a problem with fighting anyone. I fought a kid whose name was Waddell. I fought a kid. He was my age. Well, he was probably a year in a grade over me. His cousins, he had about 3 or 4 cousins that went to the school. All of them was damn near seniors. The last one was a senior. He's 18. I'm 15. He know damn well the size he was a star football player at our school. Same scenario. He didn't like the way that everybody seen how I beat his cousin ass. So he wanted to fight me. He's way bigger than me in size. Everybody can see it as clear as day. You think I'm fighting a fucking 18-year-old at 15, bro? No. I pulled that knife out on his ass, and you know what he did? He stood the fuck down like he was supposed to. So y'all keep saying, oh, kids don't bring knives in, and I don't know what high school or community everybody went to, but in my community, kids was carrying guns at the school at 16, or they was hiding the guns across the street by the nearby houses. So y'all, I don't know. That's all I wanted to say, though. Y'all just acting like this shit is not normal going on in our communities as a black community. I don't see why y'all try to extend so much grace to other races. They don't give 2 fucks about our race. Y'all be trying to find room to make common ground for the other races when they can give 2 fucks about our common ground. When are we as a black community is going to stand by our right or wrong? I don't give a fuck if Carmelo was in the wrong. When are we going to stand behind our people for wrong or right, period? You know what I'm saying? Because look, when George Floyd got choked, they didn't care about that police being in the wrong. Everybody know that police is dead wrong. You know what the white people did and the police officers did? They still wear I can't breathe shirts and antagonize the black community, laughing in our fucking faces. And I land there. I just had to throw that shit out because everybody's acting like this shit is normal. I mean,
so it's not normal, right? Like the thing is, what happens is we grow up inside inner city communities, in the slums, in the ghettos, all across America, to where we have to carry, guns and knives and razor blades in our mouths, because I grew up in that same type of environment where we had to carry that because of the overwhelming amount of violence that's going on in our community, and we want to protect ourselves, make ourselves back home. But that is not normal. That's the not normal part that we're trying to normalize and say, oh, because we grew up that way, that's normal. No, that's not normal.
I'm not saying it's
hold on.
Protagonist. What I am saying is people are acting like they're not aware of what's going on. I'm not talking about their community. I'm talking about our community.
Right. So what I'm saying, Oski.
Their community.
So hold on, Oski.
Big shot that Metcalf got stabbed. If it was a black student in the same race, nobody would be surprised if the next motherfucker stabbed a black person.
So here's the thing, Oski. I hear what you're saying, but then I also feel like there wouldn't be no outroar within the black community too. So if this same incident happened at a track meet in fucking Memphis or Chicago or Brooklyn, New York, and two black kids or two black twin brothers walked up under a tent to another black kid that was under their tent and told them to remove themselves and then push him, and then the other one stabbed him in the chest, it wouldn't be none of this, right? We only see this because it was a white kid involved. And that's what I'm saying, right? At the end of the day, I get it. Trust me, I totally get it, man. We playing this, and you said it because you said that right or wrong, we need to stand behind black people. So I don't agree with that. But what I'm saying is, I see where your thinking is and your logic is, and people are using this race thing as it's like it's almost like a game. It's like we got a point, right? So when a black person kill a white person, the black people, regardless whether he's in the wrong or not, we just like, oh, he should get off. We riding with him. That's a point. We got one up, right? Then when a white person kill a black person on their side, they probably like, oh, we don't care right or wrong. We got
कुल
one up.
धंधा इतना है कि भूत प्रेत के संबंध में पढ़ा ना, जो बीत गया वो भूत, जो नहीं है वो प्रेत. अब औरंगजेब क्या है? भूत प्रेत. मगर